What do Chicago's grandest mansion, O.J. Simpson's former Florida mansion, and the one-time Connecticut mansion of disgraced Harvey Weinstein all have in common? They were all unceremoniously torn down. Looking back over the years, we shine a light on dream houses that celebrities owned that all had to be demolished. So let's go ahead and jump in. Up first, we go to Joe Pesci's longtime mansion in New Jersey. The Art Deco-inspired beach house, which once sat on the West Point Island in the Jersey Shore, was the longtime home of beloved film actor Joe Pesci. With its resemblance to some sort of spaceship, the home was certainly distinctive from its neighbors. Pesci initially bought the property back in 1994 for a reported $850,000. The iconic home benefited from a fabulous waterfront location, 8 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and over 7,000 square feet of space. A native of nearby Newark, Joe Pesci has enjoyed a storied career alongside the likes of Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese in hit films including Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Casino, and most recently The Irishman. Pesci's portrayal of tough guy characters has won him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor and 2 nominations in the same category. While Joe officially announced his retirement from acting in 1999, he hasn't been able to stay away from the silver screen. The actor used some of his money from his numerous films on this architecturally distinctive abode. The house underwent many upgrades during Pesci's ownership, including the addition of a private elevator, a luxury bathroom, and restructuring the first story into an open floor plan. The home had a sleek, modern interior with a largely white color palette. There was also plenty of natural light from the walls of windows that overlooked the wraparound patio, heated pool, and spa, as well as the harbor beyond. The home's primary suite boasted a private office, private balcony, and an adjoining luxury master bath. Another glamorous feature was the home's media room, which was once housed by 24 movie posters of Pesci's hit films, including Goodfellas, Casino, My Cousin Vinny, A Bronx Tale, Home Alone, and Eureka, among many others. However, in spite of all his custom touches, Pesci, who was then 80 years old, sold the home in December of 21 for $5 million to Richard D. Tarantino, a partner at Northern Advisory Group. Around a year after the new owners took over, photos revealed that the home had been demolished, with the intent to split the property into 2 adjacent waterfront homes. In fact, the new owners have already built one of the new homes, which includes a double boat dock, and recently sold the second parcel for $2.7 million in October of 2022. It is unclear whether they plan to retain the new house or sell it for even more of a higher profit. We're just going to have to wait and see. Up next, we go to Harvey Weinstein's waterfront mansion. As Harvey Weinstein's wealth and reputation came crashing down around his ears, so did his magnificent Connecticut Gold Coast mansion. Situated just down the road from Phil Donahue's beautiful home, this white clapboard-clad home dated back to the early 20th century and occupied nearly 6 acres of land with 550 feet of frontage along the Long Island Sound. Weinstein originally acquired the vast estate in 2 separate transactions, in first 1994 and the second in the year 2000 for a total of $8.2 million. Co-founder of the entertainment company Miramax along with his brother, Harvey Weinstein was once a member of the Hollywood royalty, producing hit films including Pulp Fiction, Flirting with Disaster, and the Academy Award-winning Shakespeare in Love. Weinstein was also a theater producer, mounting numerous lucrative Broadway revivals of both plays and musicals. However, in 2017, numerous allegations of abuse were lodged against the mogul, who was subsequently convicted in multiple felonies and was sentenced to 39 years in prison. The mansion served as a backdrop for Weinstein's wedding to second ex-wife, red carpet fashion designer Georgina Chapman, and for multiple fundraising events for Obama's 2012 re-election campaign. This picture here from 2012 shows the presidential motorcade parked outside the Westport property. In 2018, at the height of the former film producer's legal troubles, Weinstein began liquidating assets to cover the rising costs of his criminal defense attorneys. The Connecticut mansion was not spared in the purge, but in parting with the property, Harvey managed to nearly double his initial investment, selling the estate for a shocking $16 million. The buyers? Commodities trader turned graphic designer Andrew Bentley and his wife, art historian Fiona Garland. But the new owners, Bentley and Garland, must have felt that the property would never sell with the existing buildings in place. So that same year, 2018, the pair immediately sought permits to demolish all of the buildings on the plot, which then led to heavy machinery being brought in to demolish the nearly 10,000 square foot home, along with the swimming pool, sculpture gardens, and 2 other smaller homes located on the lot. Now the empty estate is back on the market once more, this time being sold as 2 separate parcels, a 3.5 acre lot priced at $10 million and a smaller 2.8 acre lot with the asking price of $9.5 million. Up next, we go to O.J. Simpson's Florida mansion. Shrouded by trees and flanked by a grand swimming pool, this upscale 4-bedroom home occupied a private spot in the residential neighborhood of Killian in Miami. until it was unceremoniously demolished to the ground in the summer of 2022. But this wasn't just any anonymous property amid South Florida's suburban sprawl. It used to be the home of disgraced former American football star O.J. Simpson. The sportsman snapped up the residence back in 2000 for $575,000 following a highly publicized criminal trial, where he was acquitted of the murder of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson. Seeking to avoid the media spotlight, he upped the sticks to the quiet, leafy Miami neighborhood with his 2 youngest children. However, in 2008, the house was vacated when O.J. Simpson was found guilty of armed robbery and kidnapping after he held 2 sports memorabilia dealers in a room at a Las Vegas hotel and casino. He was sentenced to 33 years of imprisonment, but was granted parole in 2017 after serving 9 years behind bars. Left empty for 4 years while Simpson was incarcerated, the property was foreclosed in 2012 when the mortgage went unpaid, and it was later reportedly purchased by investment company Global Rental E&P. According to the county records, the house changed hands for $515,000, around $60,000 less than Simpson bought it for. In November of 2016, the property was listed for just under $1.5 million, a huge hike before the price was slashed to $1.3 million a year later. Images from the old listings show the empty interior of the property. The house had just been renovated just before it hit the market in 2016 in a bid to attract buyers. The home's floor-to-ceiling feature fireplace is pictured here. The residence encompassed 4,200 square feet of living space, covering 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. Along with a pool, the grounds offered a guest house and a basketball court across the almost 2-acre lot. Unable to stump up any offers, the house was demolished in 2022, according to the New York Post, and the vacant plot shown here was listed for sale the same summer for $2.6 million. Still struggling to attract any interest, the price tag was reduced to $1.9 million, and then removed from the market in February of 2023. It's thought that the sellers may be buying their time until the market is more favorable, or that a new house will be constructed on the site before it relists. Since he was granted parole in 2017, O.J. Simpson has resided in a golf course community in Las Vegas. Up next, we got a Phil Donahue's Tudor mansion in Connecticut. This Tudor Gold Coast mansion was once the stately abode of talk show legend Phil Donahue, but now it's overrun by vermin and destined for the wrecking ball. Situated on one of Westport, Connecticut's most exclusive avenues and boasting 365 feet of waterfront acreage, the magnificent home was offloaded by the pioneering talk show host in 2006 for $25 million, but has since been allowed to fall into despair, and the rats and raccoons have moved in. Phil Donahue, now 87, is an American media personality, TV producer, and longtime host of The Phil Donahue Show, the first audience participation-based talk show of its kind, which ran for 26 years. Through an illustrious career spanning over a half a century, Donahue became a respected voice in the American media, receiving 20 Emmy Awards during his broadcasting career, including 10 for Outstanding Talk Show Host and 10 for The Phil Donahue Show. Over his storied career, the media icon has accrued a net worth of an estimated $150 million. Donahue originally purchased a Tudor mansion back in 1986 for $3.5 million with his wife. In today's money, that's around $9.7 million. The house, which dates back to 1911 and boasts 7 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms and 5 fireplaces, is currently being defended by the town's Historic District Commission, which is campaigning to find an alternative to demolition. The commission claims that the home is an essential piece of Westport's Hollywood East history, an era when the town played host to some of the biggest business names. However, the home's current owners, Peggy and Gary Rayner, who bought the property in 2020 for $16.5 million, insist that the house cannot be salvaged. The home has sat empty for 3 years before the Rayners bought it at a significant discount given its initial $32 million list price, and was already deteriorating. They said it's been infested by lots of different types of rats, rodents, and moths, and it's fallen apart too fast to fix. Other structural issues cited by the Rayners include caving-in roof, a water-filled basement, and several balconies which are no longer safe to walk on. The Rayners, who have already completed construction on the new 20,000 square foot beach house, situated directly in front of the Tudor home, circled in red, have not engaged in any more discussions about demolition alternatives, and are intending to wait out the imposed 180-day waiting period brought by the commission. A demolition sign has already been posted at the entrance of the property, underlining its impending doom. Up next, we go to Patrick Diter's Tuscan Mansion. British real estate developer and millionaire Patrick Diter shelled out $64 million in the year 2005 to build this stunning Tuscan-style mansion on the French Riviera. Wowing the numerous lavishly appointed reception rooms, 18 deluxe suites, and 2 helipads, this property was designed to be nothing short of sensational. Since its completion, the Palazzo has been rented out as a boutique hotel, wedding venue, and film and TV location. The property served as Simon Cowell's Judge's house in the 14th series of the UK's X Factor and was featured in the hit series Riviera, no doubt providing a steady source of income for its owner. There was just one very big catch. Patrick failed to gain planning permission to construct the mansion and made the fatal mistake of annoying his neighbors, Stephen and Caroline Butt. The couple complained that their quiet life had been turned upside down by the noisy construction work and constant parties and other events. They sued and were awarded damages in 2021, while Patrick was ordered by the highest French court to demolish the illegally constructed property. Diter was fined $505,000 plus a penalty of $580 each day he fails to comply, and was given 18 months to demolish the house and restore the land to its original state. The deadline passed in June of 22, but despite the court ruling, the plaza is reportedly still standing, although their website has been recently deactivated, and only time will tell what will actually happen, although a demolition sign has been put up on the property as of June 2023. Up next, we have Donald Trump's oceanfront compound in Florida. Donald Trump snagged the show-stopping Palm Beach retreat for a knockdown price of $41 million. This mansion is called the House of Friendship, and Trump purchased it at the bankruptcy auction in 2004. Following the sale, Trump told the Palm Beach Daily News that he intended to turn the Florida mansion into the second greatest house in America, after his nearby Mar-a-Lago estate. Although reports emerged that Trump spent as much as $25 million renovating this mammoth 60,000 square foot property, the real estate mogul and 45th president of the United States told Politico that he simply cleaned it up a little bit, but not too much. The extravagant beach home boasted everything from a ballroom, art gallery, and a 100-foot swimming pool, with diamond and gold fixtures, not to mention a garage with space for 40 cars. Incredibly, the mansion was purchased in 2008 by Russian billionaire Dmitry for the inflated price of $95 million, $54 million more than Trump initially paid for it, despite the property having a serious mold problem. The transaction later raised eyebrows and attracted accusations of alleged money laundering, but Trump has since been cleared of any wrongdoing. In the end, the mold issue is said to have got so bad that Dmitry made the decision to have the property torn down. It was demolished in 2016 and split into 3 parcels, which went on to sell for a combined total of around $108 million, enabling him to recoup his losses. Alright everyone, I think that's going to wrap this video up. Like I mentioned in the beginning, follow all my social media, and also 50% of the people who watch me don't subscribe, so just if you're watching, just click the subscribe button. It's free, it means a lot. And then an alternative option would be to become a member, which costs a couple dollars, but then, you know, I'll be calling you guys, FaceTiming you guys, you get cool badges, you get exclusive videos. I'll be making videos that I can't show, like public channel. So you guys get a ton of cool features and by clicking here and becoming a member. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you guys. Thank you for the constant support. Feel free to share this video on anything, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.